Hello there, welcome everybody, it's Diorama Don here. So the subject this time is of a factory complex, or at least a bombed out factory complex, so we'll see the remains of what is left. And the idea is for my tank to be coming through the rubble of the remains of the factory. So what makes a factory as opposed to a house? So it's the size of the windows really, and the architectural features on the front. So again, 2mm card, that's all I tend to use, and this is 10 inches tall, which is what, 26 centimeters. So I've made that into a 3-story high factory building, and then just put all these features over the tops and bottoms of the windows and the midway, and then these support beams, if you like. So that is part of the factory unit. And then the side, so it's basically the same. I've got to put all the features on here yet, and that will sit on the, I can't see now, that will sit on the side like that. So then that will then make a factory, or what remains of the factory, and then just a roof on the top. So then what I thought I'd do is, you see very often a walkway between higher floors of the factory. So I've made this just box unit there. That will sit like that. And this will have like wooden slats along the front there, and then that will meet up with the other side of the factory, but there's only just a little bit remaining. So with a piece of polystyrene between these two, that will depict then the other side of the factory then. So that will be all then. So that bit, then that bit, and then that bit, like so. Okay, so I'll finish off this side of the factory the same as I've done there, and stick it together, and well, I'll do that. We'll come back and see what it looks like then. So I made up the main part of the factory building. Got some polystyrene down there to show the broken wall there. Stuck my roof on and put the rest of the architectural effects on the side there, and just stuck it all together. So there we have that part of the factory there. And then for this part I used popsicle sticks or lollipop sticks, and that will, this walk through, if you like, will sit like so, like that. And then I've made up this end wall that you can only see that part of. So that's basically it, like that. Okay, so all that remains is to put the windows in and paint them up. So the windows, I've used very thin card because there are so many windows to cut out. It's a lot easier to use a very thin card, easier to cut. And rather than cut each of the 8 windows, I cut 4 sections and just put a strip, a thin strip across the back. So that's the effect that it gives. And then with that in there like so, that will give the effect of the factory windows. And when all of them are in, it'll look well, I hope it'll look okay. A bit of, what do you call it? I can never remember the name of the stuff. See-through plastic. No, I can't remember. Next segment, it'll come to me. But that gives the effect of it being glazed. Okay, so I'll paint it all up now and put my windows in, and stick all 3 pieces together, and then put it onto a diorama base, and there'll be the usual rubble lying around everywhere. and we'll see what it looks like then. It should just about be completed by then. So I'll be back in just a moment. So finished the whole diorama off now. Stuck all three pieces together and put them onto a very simple diorama base. I painted with a terracotta colour tile grout, and you can get a good rough render on a building with the tile grout, and it just makes it look more realistic, and it saves having to stick all those little tiny bricks on like I normally do, so it saves a lot of time, but looks okay, I think. Stuck my windows in, the acetate, that's the word I was looking for last time, the see-through plastic for the windows, so they look okay. With the remainder of the tile grout, I just spread onto a ceramic tile, and then when it was dry I could scrape that up and use for the debris all over everywhere, and also on the broken wall on there and on the end there. Okay, that's about it really. So there we are, just another idea. If you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell and the all button, and you will be notified when new videos come along. I've also initiated the thanks button. If you are so inclined, then all contributions will be gratefully received, as they say. Okay, so again, oh, I haven't finished it off, have I? The whole point of the exercise was to show off the Sherman, like so. I put a small mound just there, just so that it wasn't coming through flat on a flat surface, so it makes it a little more interesting as that's coming through, like so. So any military vehicle that you want to show off, it's just another idea of displaying your vehicles. Okay, so thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, as always, I wish you the very best of happy modelling.